you see?
Yeah.
Since we're not live yet. We have to be live. So we are on the air. Hello, internet. This is Game of Navi. This is boy Kevin.
Yes.
We're back. Crystal clear. We're doing the Pokemons. I've gotta go close the door. Be right back.
So I need to be reminded here. Sorry.
I'm back. Hey, close the door. We've I'm good now, okay?
Okay, so we're in Azalea Town.
I think we were training because we just picked up Dratini, didn't we? Well, what am I doing? I forgot the stream ready on my phone so we can see the comments. What you did, Kevin? You made me forget.
What?
I blame you!
Okay.
But since last video we did back at school, we've been having some
Yes.
fun. We've committed some war crimes. Not our finest moment. Didn't see that one coming, did you?
No.
Well, you know what I didn't see coming either. we already beat this gym.
Are we grinding?
Yeah, we were, because I literally just said we just picked up Dratini.
Right.
Look at our team. We got Ivysaur, Alakazam, Paleewag, Donphin, Jolene, and Kushina. How come the only nicknamed Pokemon in our team are named after anime characters? Jolene, Cujo, and Kushina. The Red Hot Habanero. And man, I did not do any training since last time. Ivysaur is still level 21. And friggin' Poliwag needs to evolve. Gosh damn it. Our only other option is going and using the friggin' Red Gyarados, but I don't know, everyone uses the Red Gyarados. So where are we going? What gym badges do we even have? Hold on, Kevy. We have... There's only 4 gyms left.
In the Kanto region.
Well, we're in Johto, you moron.
Or Johto, and then...
Yeah, see, we haven't done any of the Kanto gym leaders. We could go fight the Kanto gym leaders. We could go fight Blue right now. But we probably shouldn't. So... Fuck. Shut up, Oak. I don't give a shit. Which gym should we take care of? Because... We're saving Faulkner for last, remember that? And there's what's-his-face, the fighting type guy. There's Price, the ice type gym there. And then there's...
Claire,
the dragon type gym
Blackthorn.
Yeah. And then there's...
Speaking of which, does the Dragon's Den still happen if you beat Claire?
I have no idea. There's no way to find out. We can go do that right now.
Good question.
If you want.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay. You're motion from the controller. You didn't make that clear, buddy.
I just need to verify. Where's the map on it?
Remember, we've gone to Blackthorn before, I think.
Straight up, so...
I think my parents are home. Let me go take the dog to the parents. Let me right back.
Wait, don't we have Fly?
I don't know. Do we?
Good question. That's a no.
Next round, we have flying type Pokemon on our team. Ding Dong.
Yet. Dragonite.
Yes, we will have flying type, just not right now.
Speaking of which, is it still a Dratini?
Yeah, we barely trained it.
Dragonair, or...
I think I'll wait for it to be like level 45 or something for it to be Dragonair.
30 something.
Okay. Then it evolves into Dragonite at level 50, right?
55.
Like right on.
Or at least that's the plan.
It was gonna keep us Dragonite the entire time. We're gonna be like one of those stupid gym leaders who doesn't evolve with their Pokemon all the way. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Gotta tweet about this. We battle the gym Pokemon trainers on this route.
Already have?
Yeah.
Oh.
I know it's been a while since we played this game. So
Right.
part of this is gonna be us figuring out where we're going and what's.
Half the battle is learning.
No, it's knowing is half the battle.
Isn't that the same thing?
So, copy that, tweet that. Then we'll tweet about that shit. And I'm gonna post that in the Discord. It was a very discorded game. Paste that link. There we go. Okay, you ready for this? We gonna get our business shit on. So which way are we going now? We're heading back to Blackthorn?
Yep. Headed back to Blackthorn.
I think the question is, why the f did we bother leaving Blackthorn if we're just gonna fight them? Because I think we ended the last stream by fighting them. Oh, by going and getting Dratini.
Too far. Did we already kill Morty?
I think so. Yeah, we did. I'll take care of this. I know the way Blackthorn.
Should be up Route 36 here. Straight through 37.
Critique City.
And then Ekritique to
The Arch Gym.
Price's Town. Mahogany.
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 Not just any mahogany.
Not just any mahogany.
Mahogany from Bryod 7, where they breathe fire.
Mahogany. We walk in there, it's like mahogany.
Mahogany.
Mahogany. This will be our 5th gym badge. I have a feeling they're gonna wreck us because we have we have
Dragon
nothing.
types? Nope.
No, we have a dragon type. They just don't know anything effective. Found an Ultra Ball. Oh frick! The overlay's broken.
What?
Supposed to be like a link to my Twitter and the name of the game we're playing. And as you can see, day not day anymore.
Rhyhorn. Why did it have to be a Rhyhorn?
What are you talking about? We got Ivysaur. It's fucking doomed. They ain't got nothing on us.
Yeah, with 3 inches of Vine Whip.
You about to turn him into his bitch. You're gonna be BDSM, you're gonna be a dominatrix, be like, you're gonna obey me. Who's a nasty little Rhyhorn. And our Ivysaur's a female, and that's a male Rhyhorn, so that only just makes this analogy even worse.
Don't promise him with a good time.
He gonna get the Vine Whip out. Oh, he doing it. I wanted to burn your eyes. Let's get into some kinky shit right now.
Gardenia would be jealous.
Please tell me you did not just say that.
The one grass type gym leader that you know has BDSM issues.
Oh no.
Yes. No. Poison. No, it's
Where am I going?
what is it again? Like the Giga Drain. What kind of sick monster would do this? We're all monsters, Jimmy. Monsters in the pocket of God.
Monsters in the pocket. Look, we're in Blackthorn now. You happy?
Yes.
Why'd I go in here?
Move to
A
here.
clan of trainers who can freely command dragons live right here in Blackthorn.
Draco Meteor, blah blah
As a
blah.
result, there are many legends about dragons in this town.
No one gives a fuck. Kushina, burn her alive! I mean, after all, we are playing a silver now. A purple haired silver, but we still silver. One way or another. What lives in here?
The move
They
taters.
call me the move reminder. Do you want me to teach one of your Pokemon to move? Remember me, for I will remember you.
Fuck you. Pokemon.
Is the requirement still a heart scale?
I don't know. Look, we have 2 people watching. Well, like, we probably have 1 person watching because one of those 2 is probably my phone being read as a different viewer. So we can monitor the chat. Talk to me. Dragonair's cute, but I don't have it. Do you have it? No, I'm not
No.
Would you like trade a Dragonair for a Dodrio? No! You don't want to trade? Oh, darn. Oh, yeah, jeez. I don't know why I wouldn't want to Dodrio exchange for a dragon. See, that's not what it is.
I'm listening to the radio.
Goodness gracious. She's almost as stupid as that person who trades you a Haunter from
There's
Medicham,
Dragonair.
and then attack.
There's Claire, but yeah.
Talk to me. Yo, champ in the making! Claire is the mythical and sacred dragon type.
Actually, that one was originally supposed to
best tried. Lol.
be... Yeah.
Person named Zekrom Rocks commented on this thing. You can't damage them very easily, but you know they're supposed to be weak against ice types. Oh yeah, geez, if only I had an ice type. Oh wait, I don't. I have Jolene, who's almost level 30. What is Jo? Oh, she has the
She
freaking
is Surf, but that's...
stats. What does she know? Let's see. She has
Dragon Rage, Surf, Twister.
She's holding an item. What's she holding?
Experience share.
What's she holding?
And
Amulet
that
coin. Why is she holding an amulet coin? Charcoal.
None.
Leftovers. So I'm just gonna move Joey
where's
to
the
the front of the party.
experience share?
I don't think we have one. Do we? Let's check the inventory. It's been a while since we played this game. So let's see. 5 PPF. I don't think we have one.
Nope.
Yeah, okay, we don't. Okay, so this is we've had to swap trade for the longest time. Remember?
Right.
Boom, 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 boom. Okay, here we go. You ready for this? Cause I'm ready. Cool Trainer Mike wants to battle. He has white friggin' hair and red skin. This is the old gameplay
There
graphics.
used to be...
Oh no, he's got Dratini too.
Yeah.
Don't worry. We have Jolene.
The bad trade that you were talking about earlier, it was originally a text-based error. They wanted a trade of all of Pokemon internally, but the problem was that they switched it over to a Raichu. So instead
Look
of
at how powerful Jolene is. She went oh. Just like her old man. You know that JoJo game is on PS4 right now for like $9? Yeah, PS4. That took months to buy.
I'm forgetting. Wasn't it originally not a Rhyhorn, but
We have 3 people watching now. Hey.
Haunter to Gengar, I think, was the original supposed trade.
Cool Trainer Cody
Alakazam.
wants to battle.
It would have been an Alakazam as a Kadabra for Gengar, which would have been an evolved from a Haunter. I think that's what the original trade was supposed to be, but...
In this town or somewhere else? Hello, Dave Bing's watching. That was Dire probably did Battlefield. Yeah, we actually went to the settings and had to change that. Oh, we should leave the gym so we can show them what the bike music is. Because it's the best music in all of Pokemon. So yeah, stay on the video for just a little. If you don't leave the video, you guys have to stay here the bike theme, okay? Trust me, it's the best thing ever. Hey, look, Jolene's level 30. Good for you. Thanks.
Wasn't it 35 that she evolves?
Probably, I don't fucking know. You look it up. Oh, Horsey. So I gotta do Surf. Wait, why am I using Surf? Fuck. Oh, damn. seriously kind of discussed about this on Twitter, but what can you say like there's one Pokemon game which stands out as objectively like the best or the worst?
Like side games or like main series games?
Main series. Because I talked about, we made a comment about how Sword and Shield just like, you know, it's an average game on the Switch.
Yeah,
But I say like it's the entire franchise for the most part is just average, and
once this battle is over, she should evolve.
oh,
Dratini and then level 55 for Dragonite. I have a team of 3 under-leveled Dragonites! Fuck you, Lance.
you piece of fucking shit. Okay, so hold on. Yeah, what was I talking about? Yeah. So yeah, Pokemon's like
You don't defeat the Elite Four without learning how to spam full restores!
listen.
Oh, so sorry.
Fuck no, the bike. What's our selected item? It's our key item.
I think it's a rod.
Should be the bike, but select it. Do 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 do. Got that freaking Mirror B theme. See this? You know, I found out the best Pokemon game is. It's either Coliseum or Gale of Darkness because they have Mirror B. There, I figured out Internet. That's
Side games, maybe.
You know what you're talking about? They're mainline
They're not.
games.
They are?
They totally are. I mean, after all, you battle Pokemon, you catch them. It's just on a home console.
Hmm. I'd argue Sword and Shield were the weakest in terms of, like...
See, we can go into the next. We can see, where's the music? Where's the music list? Where did Chase go to edit the music? I forgot.
Text speed, that's not music.
Oh wait, I was
Music
down there.
option.
Gotta go down there. Gotta go to music. Here we have here's our current list of stuff. Surfing, the trading card game pause menu? We need to get to surfing. Gym Victory, red, blue, and yellow. Trainer Victory, Diamond Pro Platinum, Wild Victory, Mega Man Battle Network 5 Victory. Okay. Bicycle Mirror B Battle. No, we don't want to do that. Johto Wild, Kanto Wild, Johto Trainer, Kanto Trainer Battle. We have a. Which one is this? Let's add this. Let's mess with some of these music, because you know. Macho Man. Can you hear what this is? Oh, so we can actually listen to music. Oh, damn. Welcome, you sweetie. Damn.
I'd argue that Sword and Shield are...
Oh, damn.
Sword and Shield are the second worst main series games. Next to X and Y.
You know what I'm learning from this entire experience? It's that the Gen 4 had a great soundtrack.
The main series games for Gen 5, Gen 6, and I'm sorry, what are we on now? 8?
Yeah. Like, when I hear people criticize it, they criticize it for two things. One, some bad textures, and two, they criticize it for no national decks. And honestly, I'm in a huge support of getting rid of the national decks.
disagree with that.
Well, like, here's the thing. Pokemon games are meant for kids. So if you want
Yes.
kids to be able to catch them all, imagine what a new kid's gonna do when they open a Pokemon Sword Shield, see like a national dex of over 1,000, and they lack practically every single game, and they have to basically go on eBay and buy a Pokemon Home account that has all of them on there. Okay? I guess the sentiment
If
is...
they had the ability to allow for the acquisition of all such Pokemon, that wouldn't be an issue.
Well, I'm thinking about this more as I want to be accessible to kid. Remember growing up and looking at the original, National Dex Spec, there was like 300, and you thought,
And
wow.
it was a daunting task.
Yeah, and you thought that was daunting. Imagine being a kid now and looking at over 1,000, and
Yeah.
no kid's gonna
I
want to
get
ever do that.
But
Plus,
all
imagine
the
what that'd be
while-
like for the developers. You have to create a new Pokemon tree for each and every Pokemon with each new game.
Mhm.
And that's gonna keep getting bigger and getting bigger, and they're gonna have to make new models, or through use the same models, but have to edit them and upscale them to work with the newer console and new specs and such. They're gonna have to do it for
yes
each...
and no. Like, I understand your perspective here, but all the while, from a pragmatic standpoint, like, yes, in order to maximize, like, a person's enjoyment without necessarily forcing them into a semi-linear gameplay.
How dare you use big college words like pragmatic?
But the problem is intrinsically, like, I've heard this joke a couple times that it's akin to Donald Trump trying to kick out Mexican Americans. Like, it just doesn't work.
Game of the National Dex is nothing like Donald Trump's foreign
They're
policy.
building a wall.
Don't bring politics into our Pokemon.
I can't even.
You're
They're trying to build
You're
a
talking about
wall.
politics while we're playing Pokemon with a dragon type named after a JoJo character. This is not the place to talk about politics. You get out of here with your politic talk.
I'm just saying.
You're grounded. You walk in that bathroom, you come back once you've learned to stop talking about politics. You think I'm joking? I want you to do it. No, I am kidding. Nacho?
I'm okay.
I was finding an excuse to use the JFK voice. Dang, Jolene really got powerful with her evolution.
Every Pokemon does. Once they hit an evolutionary gap, like, so to speak, like, they physically level up. Like, their traits go through the roof, normally. Get his name wrong, ... Coliseum and its sequel to be part of...
I told you they're part of the main series, but oh no, I don't think they are.
It's more of a secondary extension to the main series games of Gens 2 and 3.
They totally were part of the same game. They totally are sort of mainline games. Ah.
It's
Fuck.
just that they had direct access to generations, I'm forgetting 2 or 3.
2, 3, and 1. There are Pokemon
2, 3, and 1.
from all those generations just sprinkled in them. So we're just gonna...
It's not that they didn't have the same mechanics, it's just they didn't adhere to the same standard.
They were forced double battles the entire time.
Yes.
And as they've been commented, having an National Dex is still better than having a no Pokedex. Period. Both of the Shadow Pokemon games don't have a Pokedex. That is a fair point, actually.
Yes.
And the thing is, for me, the National Dex is actually one of my most favorite. Well,
Having a Pokedex is better than nothing at all.
well, you wanna know why Pokedex is my favorite thing? Just because the developers can slide whatever information they want in the Pokedex
Yes.
entries and get away with it, because they don't think anyone reads it.
No.
Which is why Ghost types are my favorite, because they have the most morbid and dark ones.
Entries ever, and they can still get away with some of the worst shit possible.
Because, like, oh, it's expanding the lore of a ghost type. I mean, what did you expect? It's a ghost.
It's a ghost. They're dead.
It's like, okay, but this one is of a butterfly. It talks about how it uses its little noodle mouth thing to suck blood out of humans.
Okay.
It's expanding lore. It's what butterflies
It's a parasitoid wasp.
No, I'm talking about
And
beautifly.
it causes Charles Darwin to question the existence of an ever-loving omnipresent God.
Oh my god. 101. Are they still working on season 2 or did they get canceled?
Wait, what?
WTF 101, whatever happened to that show?
I have no idea. But I love it.
Oh, I miss it. No, friggin' Alex and I were thinking about doing a WTF 101 panel for Epcon this year. Remember that?
You mean until COVID?
Yeah, until the Rona happened.
The Corona Nation attacked.
The Corona Nation. And our fight against the was this say the Shadow Pokemon games are
Or
part
of Gen 3, but they need to be blah blah blah.
But they made a way to obtain
Yeah.
Gen 2 who Gen 3. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. What do you think that makes sense? I think it makes sense.
It's possible to transfer them between as
Yeah,
an
you just need the
intermediary,
you just
but
need the GameCube Game Boy Link cable. And let's be real, no one had those.
no. I have it now, but I didn't have it.
Justin
then.
has him, but that's because he has fucking Four Swords Adventure.
Yep.
The game which was necessary for those.
I mean, what happens when you transfer between generations like that?
I mean, also that goes into
Gen 1 Pokemon to Gen 2 caused like this weird divergence gap of.
Well, speaking of transferring Pokemon, that also leads into another reason that I think getting rid of Natural X is a good thing. Think about how problematic it would be to transfer Pokemon like from Ruby all the way up
to the generation
that's a long
current.
and lengthy process spanning multiple consoles.
Yes, like I totally agree that they should have done away with that. Like, but there has to be some way for total access without having to go through an extrinsically long process. Like,
I mean, honestly, for me, I think is lost with the lost the Natural X. I think it's lost through it. Just competitive play. Because now there's a shorter list of Pokemon you have to work with each generation, which the developers is great because now they have to worry about, they have less to worry about now. They have to worry about new stats, if there's new moves, they don't have to go through the entire Pokédex and be like,
Right.
okay, this Pokemon clearly this new move, but not that one and this, and it's I feel like it's a lot easier in the developers.
competitive Pokemon kinda sucked anyway. It was starting to
Competitive play for any-
sink.
Competitive play in any game sucks, too. Okay.
Like
Let's
Gen
be real.
7 on, I just stopped caring. Like,
From my views on very blunt things, just whenever it comes to gaming, I have no expectations for anything. Okay. Like that's my secret to living a happy life. Don't have any expectations. It's one. Okay, I expect when things are gonna be shit. I don't
Yes.
expect highly of anything. Because that way, if it turns out that it's not shit, I'm like, oh, okay,
Cool.
that wasn't that bad. Next thing, and that's
Yeah.
it for me. I look at new Adam Sandler's next movie, Hubie Halloween, and I'm like, this looks like it's gonna be horrible. But on the off chance that it ends up being a decent Halloween movie, it won't be the worst way to spend my Halloween. Also, if things go out internet, Quentin and I will be meeting up for his channel to do the next 7 circles of Sandler. We're excited. Gen 6 competitive play was fun. Gen 6. What?
Gen 6 was good. Like, Scizor kind of dominated the meta, though.
I didn't do competitive play, so I was gonna talk more on the
Like,
story.
we're talking in its OU, but if we're going directly into the lore...
I had a Scizor on my Emerald Nuzlocke. Did you see him?
Mhm.
His name was Masamune. He died in the Elite Four.
Yeah...
I mean, I died in the Elite Four in general. Remember that, Dave Ping? That was a fun time.
Yeah, that kind of hurt.
Ah, the Dratini almost dead. Oh no, he gonna kill Kazam. Oh
Well,
no,
I used
don't
to have a
want-
really
Doom.
competitive build for a timid Alakazam with Wonder Guard, but
It always confuses me.
Mm.
Why, when people say Gen 1 is still good, no, it's not.
no.
These fucking psychic types are overpowered. This is freaking broken in every aspect. People act like that is the only generation worth playing. No, Fire and Leaf Green is the only version of that game worth playing. Let's Go is alright if you're getting Pokemon immediately after Pokemon Go, because it combines both Pokemon Go and regular
Gen
Pokemon.
2 improved on the problems, but it only added more diversity.
Until Pokemon Heart Gold Silver happened, where those just...
Yeah.
That's... Well, I think it might be some of the best Pokemon games are Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and Black and White. And part of me wants to say Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby, but that might be biased from my love for just Gen 3 as a
RSC.
whole.
Yeah. No,
Yeep, that randomized Nuzlocke was definitely something.
Yeah, it was definitely something. They started with a Mewtwo. Then he died halfway through because Wobbuffet had used Destiny Bond.
yeah.
Probably for the best though, because I mean, like that would have gotten really boring if I just used exclusively Mewtwo for everything. Maybe we can agree on that. I had Dr. Coomer, the horse, the Seadra, whatever it's called. What does Horsey evolve into?
Kingdra?
No, that's the final form.
Seadra, then...
Okay, so I was right.
Kingdra.
Seadra. Something about Seadra didn't sound right. Gosh dang it, stop using Thunder Wave, you little dragon worm things! You keep doing that, I'm gonna use the Dragon Balls. I got the Dragon Balls.
Dragon Balls.
Oh no, it's Ryuzo, he's got the Dragon Balls! Just... You see him, his
What
balls
are you
back on
doing?
the ground?
I'm just...
Dragon
Dragon
Balls. I'm having trouble with these things you call Dragon Balls. Have you tried working the shaft? No! What is going on? Someone's come over. I think it might be the person who... Grab his coat. I think it might be the person who doesn't have a
murdered
coat.
our entire race.
No. Don't grab his coat. What does he want? He wants to know about the Dragon Balls. Did you ask him
Ask
to
him to
work
work the shaft. Of course I did.
Good job, Meryl. Meryl's the best character in Dragon Ball Z abridged.
Gen 1 is terrible and archaic. So many glitches involving moves and such. For instance, Gen 1 works. Bioslam can't paralyze normal type.
Gen 1 was just... It didn't work.
Mm-mm.
And like, here's one of my problems I have with a lot of the earlier Pokemon games, and something I noticed in my Emerald Nuzlocke. Grinding is...
Once you have a larger thing, though, like a repertoire, sorry, grinding was more prevalent. Like, yeah.
Yeah,
but-
well, like, here's the thing. Pokemon gave you crap for XP. The only way you got real XP was from fighting trainers and such.
Right.
But there was, in Gen 1 and 2, and Emeralds, Ruby, and Sapphire, there was no real way to re-challenge old trainers and
Right.
such until Fire and Leaf Green, which added the Burst Seeker. And then they made Emerald and got rid of it. And then they made Diamond and Pearl, which added it back in.
Yes.
And then they didn't throw it in Generation 5, but that one was actually okay because there was more than enough trainers to build up one entire team and use them exclusively.
Exactly.
There's a reason most of us as kids used exclusively one Pokemon, and it would be our favorite. Because there weren't enough trainers for us to make a full team until we beat the Elite Four and
Right.
challenge them over and over again. Like, people like to talk about how old Pokemon is better, but that's something that was always prevalent. It wasn't until the Versus Seeker was introduced that we were able to cut that time down in half.
Yes.
But then it still didn't really work until Gen 6, where the XP share just
Yes.
kept getting stronger and stronger and stronger.
Until it essentially became an experience divider amongst all party members.
Yeah, but like point being, that made the system better. Because I didn't have to grind that much. I didn't have to force myself to do it.
Yeah.
But in my Emerald Nuzlocke, I literally spent 4 hours one day making sure my team got up to around level 40 before I continued playing.
Mm-hmm.
And I just remember that being the most slogging process ever. I was holding down the spacebar on my emulator the entire time. So imagine how long that actually would have taken. According to the in-game clock, I spent 24 hours grinding. Think about that. I spent an entire gosh dang day fighting over and over again to get a Pokemon from level 30 to level 40. Think about how annoying that was. Nowadays, if I want to go on Pokemon Sun and Moon and I want to get a Pokemon up, well, that's easy. I just go
Right.
I can just put them on the team and then go run in the tall grass. They offer slightly more XP now. There's a million more trainers out in the universe,
Yeah.
so it's not that bad anymore. But back then, it
was
sucked.
way worse. Yeah.
You basically found the only Pokemon you were going to use at the beginning of the game. You used them exclusively, and then you just pray to God they
And
stay
then they're
alive. to the
over
end.
leveled. Pray to God.
Yeah. And then by the time you finally beat the Elite Four, then you can find the new Pokemon you found between, and then use them, and then start training them up.
Yep. Until they're on par with your team.
Actually, Coliseum had a way to fix that. It was the
Able to
Battle
fight
Tower.
enough.
There was the Battle Tower thing in the
was the Battle
volcano.
Tower.
So there was a way to do it and battle actual trainers. Or was that exclusively in XD and Gale of Darkness? I don't remember. I haven't actually played Coliseum. I've just played Gale of Darkness. It's the only one I have. I could go borrow Chase's copy sometime. We'll have to go find him, and he lives like halfway across Nebraska or whatever the fuck. I don't know. Oh, you bitch.
There's another problem, though. Like, every single generation has its own idiosyncrasies that we wish were
Stop
included
using the big fancy words.
unilaterally.
Stop using the big fancy words. I'm giving you a hard time. You're fun. We have fun here. We have fun.
Like, there are certain facets of each respective games that are quirks, respectively, for each generation. Like, for some instances, it's like, what was it, the Avenue of the Shop Blah Blah and Gen 5's Black and White 2?
Mm-hmm.
That was actually more of an advantageous end game, I guess.
No, that was actually something you unlocked like very early on. It was an avenue you could build up and get all kinds of stores in.
Yeah.
You
Like,
could actually
literally have additional things like rare candies if you paid high enough. Like
that wasn't paid high enough. You just put the time in.
Yeah.
Like they weren't that expensive. There were actually stores there that would help train Pokemon, increase friendship and stuff.
Yeah.
So that actually made the game a lot easier when I wanted to get something like Crobat.
Yes.
Which I'd never gotten before that game. And then next thing I know, I have one because I was able to force a Golbat to like me.
Like, there are certain facets here that just weren't possible before. Like, the existence of the Ivy system for competitive play was only known amongst very elite sub-circles from Gen 3 on until, like, mid-Gen 5.
So, 1 second. I have a piece of movie. My family's texting about dinner plans. The point being, Pokemon has changed a lot from the beginning. Pokemon's had its quirks and stuff all across the franchise. And honestly, I just say, for the most part, it's been equally good and bad in each game.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say one truly stands out as the best or worst. Like, you have your criticisms for Sword and Shield. I get it. The OST's not that great, and there's some graphic problems. But it added in a lot of Pokemon I think were really good. The story is just as average as everything else.
Like, the Pokemon, yes and no. Like, I've had my ups and downs with the rosters. Like, each roster has its own respective problems, but...
Like, the same with Pokemon Sword and Shield. I think the game had a really good concept for a story and how the gym system worked in this one. Instead of just being, you're a 10-year-old child, go up to the next town, you'll find this gym you can battle. It was like, okay, here's this national, global event that's the most important thing in our nation, and you're gonna be a celebrity by the end of this. You're gonna be a celebrity just for competing, and it was like, okay, this is a really cool system. I loved a lot of the characters in Sword and Shield. A lot of the Pokemon were really good. There was a lot of stuff going on in that game that I genuinely liked. I do concede the graphics weren't that great, and I can concede that, not many songs from the soundtrack really stood out.
No, like,
But I don't think the content that was cut should really be held against the game.
No. It's not intrinsically a problem with the game itself. I'm stating that it's a more metatextual problem that's intrinsically an argument between developers and the consumer.
Like, I know some people say Sun and Moon is the worst, but I will have to argue the hell on that one for one reason. You know what that reason is? It's the generation that made Mimikyu the best goddamn Pokemon on the planet. So, y'all want to say that's the worst? Fight me in my little shadow puppet. I want him. That's where it fell apart, in my opinion, when you came up to the League of Sword and Shield. That's because that's when the Pokemon... That's kind of when the story finally decided to exist in Pokemon, to be fair. So, yeah. But, like, there wasn't really that much of a story in Red and Blue, though. It was...
Yes, there kind of was.
Well, people argue that, but, like, thing is... It's not like you're going to each town because Team Rocket's relevant or, a problem there. It's just because
we're facing gyms for some reason.
We're fighting gyms, and on the way there's this whole
criminal organization thing known as Team Rocket that just so happens to be blocking your path every single step.
It's not like when in Gold and Silver you have to go back to the place where Whitney lives because Team Rocket's taking over the radio tower.
You want to, not because you have to.
Well, no, I'm saying in Pokemon Gold and Silver, when Team Rocket takes over the radio tower, that's when you go back to that town because of that.
Yes.
It's not like, oh hey, I'm going here because it's where the next gym is. It's, oh hey, something is happening here. I need to go there now. Meanwhile, in Pokemon,
It's a
Red and
driven
Blue,
plot versus like a forced activity. Like I
these
think
games have
that's
never really
the
had
argument.
stories though. They've been super casual because they're meant for kids. And
Yes.
and the only game which had a really good quote unquote story is Generation 5 because Team Plasma dealt with the concept of should Pokemon humans really coexist through battle?
I mean, from a moralist standpoint, that's true, but all
then
the
Gen
while
5.
that they're hypocrites for using Pokemon to fight their battles.
Well, remember, that's because Team N was really the only person who wanted to liberate Pokemon from humans. Everyone else was kind of just set on taking over the world and making everyone weak by giving up their Pokemon. Remember?
Yes, but Getsus literally turns what is supposed to be a living Zoroark moralist into basically a bastard-esque figure.
Oh no, we don't go to the Dragon Cave. She just gives it to us right now.
Oh, that's cool.
Damn.
But seriously,
So
though,
she gives us the TM for Dragon Breath, and she's like, no, it doesn't have anything to do with my breath.
Dave, is End Zoroark?
Hey, Christopher, can you pause for 1 second?
You play. I'll be
Yep.
Okay, that's probably not 1 second. Okay, so question for you. In your opinion, doesn't matter. So the other option is, and I'm guessing you see it. What if we did pizza and just watched the first documentary ship?
Interesting. I'd argue that N is Zoroark, partly because Zoroark was the moralist that just so happened to be illusory in nature. I think that would be a very interesting concept to further explore, but... Blah blah blah, you've done this, thank you, have a good day. I don't.
Come back, Kevin. I need private assistance.
Wait, what?
I require assistance.
Okay.
How dare you not look at me throw myself over the couch?
I guess time to kill Price.
What?
What? We haven't
When I
beaten
do play
Price.
this, when I do go and let's play Pokemon Posting One News, once the quest tutorial point out that's quite rushed.
All
Okay.
of the games feel rushed if you analyze it
Yeah, that's-
overtly.
I think that was part of what I was trying to get at earlier. Was that's a problem with
You
each and every
dissected
game.
it's the problem that's intrinsically a part of every Pokemon game, not just one game.
And people like to act as if Sword and Shield is the only one that does this.
No, it's not. That's what I've been saying for years.
But everyone thinks it's suddenly bad because Sword and Shield go to National Dex, it's graphics bad, story bad, it's all bad. It's like, no.
No, they're just trying something new. Like, just seeing whatever the hell sticks to the wall and hope
If you want to play a
and pray to
Pokemon style
God.
game that has a good story, literally play anything else. Play Digimon, play Denny Kids, play friggin' Rumblepon or anything, I don't care. There's a million types of Pokemon style games out there that you can play that actually took their stories somewhat seriously. But people are too obsessed with the Pokemon name to realize, oh yeah, there's other things I could be playing instead.
There are other facets of these games that could actually be improved upon.
And there's
It's
some of
just
those
they
things
haven't.
and some of those things have been improved upon in those games. Like there's Pokemon fan games and
Yes.
stuff, which
that
You know,
have
that's what
addressed
happens.
the issues that could have come from Pokemon in of itself, but
lots of Pokemon fan games are made for the older audience and stuff because they're made by those types of fans.
and it's
We need to grow-
redressing those types of issues.
We need to understand that just because we think, because we're still
Yeah.
playing Pokemon, that these games are made for us. They're not.
No.
They're made for the children. They're made for kids, and we can still find enjoyment in them.
In
That's
them,
the
just as long as we understand that there's an intrinsic limit to how much we can enjoy from it.
But apparently, no, that's wrong because you're a bootlicker. And
Wait, what?
yeah, if you go and try and praise Pokemon and say anything good about it, you get called a Game Freak bootlicker, and you're too busy sucking Pokemon's cock because you realize that what you're buying is extremely flawed. And meanwhile, those people are gonna go right back to
Even as a
acting if the
kid,
old
I
games
knew
are
that
older.
that wasn't the case.
Yeah, people. And as soon as
There are good and bad things with everything.
yeah, as soon as people finish criticizing you for liking the new games, they're gonna go back and talk about how the old games are perfect in every way, and no, they're not. Like, what needs to happen is main Pokemon games need to go the way they're going. They've been going because that's for kids and stuff. I do think we need a style Pokemon game that's meant for the somewhat older audience. Like if they made a
Yes.
if Telltale worked with Game Freak to make a Pokemon Adventures, Telltale style game, where it was, choose where it would go through the events of the Pokemon Adventures manga.
No. Telltale died. I think.
Yeah, I know they're dead, but I was saying like if we could have had a somewhat big thing with that.
Cohesive argument that was much akin to that, like a choose your own adventure game.
Well, I was saying more just it could be handled by a different company which focused on storytelling, which is what Telltale did. They made choose your adventure things that were centered around a story.
Yeah.
So it didn't have to be Telltale. It could be anyone, just someone who would take a story seriously. Like if they just based off the Pokemon Adventures of manga, that would be perfect. Like I'd play that instant. Fun fact: there's a ROM hack that does that, and I don't have it for some reason. I want that ROM hack. But like that's the point. The Adventures manga is perfect material for the older fans, but a lot of them don't want to acknowledge it because they want to play Pokemon. They don't want to read it. They want to play it. That's what needs to happen. A Pokemon Adventures game. But instead, that's not happening. But I'm fine with that. I'm content with reading it. I mean, after all, regardless even if they make the game, they'll always make it rated E for everyone, or E+10 and whatnot. And in the end, I won't be able to see Green, put Pokeballs in her shirt and convince Sabrina to attack her boobs so she can send out Wigglytuff and Clefairy. That sounds weird without context.
Yes. Like she literally stuffed stuff in her bra. Like
No, she's not wearing a bra. She's a kid. She doesn't have one. But she just puts 2 Pokeballs down her shirt on her chest and convinces Sabrina to attack them. And then out comes Jigglypuff and Clefairy, and they just beat the crap out of Alakazam and Sabrina. Because friggin' Sabrina disabled Green's movement. I like it. That line right there, just Sabrina disabled Green, just makes me think of friggin' Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge with Tristan and it's remember it's like the biker gets killed.
We're bikers.
We're bikers. Tristan, a man is dead. So what? Just use who's must be born? Tristan! What?
he has to be in the graveyard first.
He has to be put in the graveyard first. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I was so insensitive.
Like ROM hacks like Prism, but the parts of the game, such as the one time you run into Magikarp, are here turn to Magikarp.
Yeah, even fan games have their flaws too. I thought that as like the Pokemon curse. Because like no matter what, even fan projects, nothing is truly perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just comes down to life in general. Nothing's perfect, but people act as if something in Pokemon is, and it's not. Even fans go out to try and make the perfect game, they fall short.
They fall short. Yeah.
Like, look at Crystal Clear. It's open world. We can go wherever we want.
But
A set kind of, because trainers, their Pokemon will go down in level to make sure that they're on par with us, but the wild Pokemon won't. So Pokemon can't work in an open world setting. I mean, this works to an extent. We can go up 2 gyms, potentially, and make it and be fine, but
yeah.
we can't go from small little.
Immediately small town to
Yeah, we can't go
very
from-
big town. Like you
We can't go from
just
We can't
jump.
go from New Bark to friggin' to Blackthorn because there's too many strong Pokemon on the way.
Mhm.
We had
until you level, you grind.
yeah, and that comes
That's just
down.
an intrinsic part of it.
That's something that will always be a part of Pokemon. We enjoy Crystal Clear, but even this one's flawed. It proves that we really can't do the open world setting in a Pokemon game.
Not normally.
Yeah, not naturally. See, Breath of the Wild can pull it off because it's built on adventure and finding your own path. You can, yeah, you know, the Grotto Desert may be filled with really powerful enemies, but if the game taught you anything, there's more than one way to handle a problem without indirectly encountering it. So,
Right.
you may see, you know, a white-skinned, friggin' Moblin who could probably kill you in one hit. But you know what? Hey, check it out. There's a boulder up here. I can probably push this boulder off. If I can climb up there, I can push the boulder off and kill him instantly. Boom. Pokemon, you really can't find alternate ways to go. It's, hey, look, here's a way I can go to get here, but there's going to be
Yes.
tall grass and caves away. There's no way I can get through without having to spend $5,000 on repels.
Speaking of which, did they actually patch the glitch where you could just jump off a Moblin and fly like to the Hylian Castle?
I have no idea.
Because they did that in a glitch speedrun, any percent speedrun.
Remember the friggin' American Dad speedruns? Remember when that meme was back? That was the best meme. Good morning, USA. I have a feeling that it's gonna be a wonderful day. The sun in the sky has a smile on its face, and it's raising a salute to the American race.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh boy, it's well to say, good morning,
morning,
USA. Good morning, USA. Oh, those speedruns were amazing. I almost wanted to throw my head in the ring and make one of those memes myself.
Does Dugong have any primary ice type moves right now?
I don't know.
I wouldn't.
I think we're fighting this guy when we should actually be fighting him, according by gym badges, because there's like 2 left. No, wait, he'd be the second to last one. So never mind. He might. He might just have an ice type move up his sleeve. Take your pick. You feeling lucky? Well, do you, punk? Oh, look, we got 2 viewers. We better. We doing it. We doing it. Wow. Doing it. Wow. Doing it. Wow. I probably need the Castlevania HD, the Castlevania games HDMI adapter for my N64, because I have a lot of N64 games now that I want to Let's Play, and some games on my GameCube, because that'll be compatible with my GameCube too. And I want to go back and finish Mega Man X Man Mission. I want to go and finish Skies of Arcadia. I say finish. We barely even started that one. That came down to me. I got frustrated with my HDMI, my AV to HDMI converter, and didn't want to continue. That's on me. I kept putting it off because I wanted to wait till I had money for something better. I had a really bad spending habit back in the day. Now I'm saving money for the Castlevania thing. Because I won't fix my PS2 and stuff, but at the very least I have more Nintendo consoles than I do retro PlayStation, so this is a better alternative for now.
Yeah, I think I should heal it. Hang on. Add a PP. Sorry.
Don't be talking about your PP on my channel. My content may not be made for kids, but come on, man, we have standards, damn it.
Where is the door?
What door?
Isn't there like a door?
Alright, did you already battle Price?
Not yet.
Yeah. Did you not see him in the front of the room?
Oh, that's Price. Okay.
Yeah, that guy right there.
Duh. Okay. I'm used to the Heart Gold Soul Silver, sorry.
How do we get to him? I don't know how we do
Through a
this.
clever use of rotation. I'm just forgetting how. Okay, rotate there, go up, then right.
Now, weird. Fucked it up.
Look what you did to me.
Mm.
What you did to me. I made battle, turn I did on the battle. You fucked it up.
Mm.
You fucked it up. I think you fucked it up.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, look, Kushina.
Oh,
Red
oh,
hot
oh,
habanero. Oh, 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 oh,
Oh,
I'm your commanding officer. I demand you do it. I'm not doing that. No.
Yeah, if a finger slips in there, you let it.
You never slip. Your finger slips in there. You let it happen. Like what happened? Wouldn't
Would
you
you
like to know?
Sending that bitch tornado your way.
Hey, what'd you
Sorry,
say?
did
I
you
didn't
just
say
call me?
anything. You bitch tornado.
Try not to asphyxiate yourself in the closet this
It was
time.
one time. I only came close.
You
Oh,
came all right.
God, I love you.
Genius Sonority would make a third Pokemon Shadow game, but we all know that that won't happen. They seem to acknowledge that. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, they don't want to acknowledge
Damn.
that Pokemon, that the Shadow, that there needs to be a sequel to Gale of Darkness. I want Mirror B to return.
They don't want to recognize Shadow as a real type of Pokemon.
No, it was the Shadow Pokemon in this game, remember?
Yes,
They're the demented Pokemon you just use a Snag'em machine to get.
it's a corrupted type of Pokemon that effectively transforms into a purified, quote
There was
unquote,
Dark
version.
Vergia, remember that?
Yes,
Wouldn't it be amazing to see like, you know, Dark Xerneas or Dark...
or Dark whatever.
Yeah. Friggin'...
Exactly.
crud, Sword and Shield doggos, like dark versions of them.
Mhm.
Or...
When you like to see like a dark version of Groudon or whatever.
I mean, we already have Primal Groudon, and that's peak perfection for him, in my opinion. Like, have you seen Primal Groudon? He looks intimidating as fuck.
They both do. But, I don't remember enough about all of the generations to differentiate all. All of the small, minute changes that have gone over the years.
Like how they're all technically just one straight progressive line.
Mm-hmm.
People like to... I've seen some people make memes of how, oh, you know, big Pokemon, old Pokemon games, now there was a sprawling choose, you could go anywhere, and you could, you know, they looked big, and like they went all over the place, and your adventure could go wherever you wanted. But nowadays, it's just one big straight line. It's like, not really. They've always been one straight line.
Right.
Just the only difference is some of them altered their map to look slightly different, to be like, oh, hey, look, doesn't the region look diverse and cool?
Yes.
The only difference is some games nowadays are just being less transparent about that. They're like, hey, look, wait, it's a straight line. Yep.
Shadow moves? Like,
Yeah.
Are you just talking about like the question mark?
No, that was the shadow Pokemon had shadow moves in those games.
Mm.
They were moves that could basically deal super effective damage to anything, but at the same time, they weren't all that powerful. Well, they weren't that powerful in the
To
late
begin
game.
with.
No, they were powerful in like the beginning because you're an idiot kid and everything was weak back in the day, but then you played more and then next thing you know, these shadow moves, despite being super effective, are dealing crap for damage. I can't help but feel like I'm missing something. I hate sliding ice puzzles.
I see what's going on here. An intrinsic start, you launch onto the rightmost, then you hit that, go upwards, then...
Because you only go in straight lines. You can't just like go halfway and then you curve
Yeah.
yourself.
If and only if you can find the right bisector.
You don't bring those math words in here, you understand me? We don't talk math in this house. So you take your calculus having ass mind and you go, you leave. You go to the bathroom until you get that calculus out of your brain. You hear me? I ain't have no calculus in this stream.
Hmm?
Which way do I go?
Shadow Rush was neutral, and it was the only shadow move.
I know what to do. I know what to do.
Hmm?
I figured it out. I did it! Are you proud of me? Are you prude? Poliwag, go!
Same shadows thing. It was the only shadow move.
Bryce died of old age.
Price died and we found his gym, found his bed on the ground. It's like you kept sliding around like a dipshit for hours. I didn't have time for this.
Gosh dang it, Billy! You need to learn to slide on those ice tiles better, Billy!
Dad, my name is Stan.
I'm not your name, Billy! Billy, I need you to help me out something.
I don't
Hold this
remember-
rope, Billy!
I don't remember the face of Patches. Did I ever tell you about Patches, Billy?
Yes, Grandpa, tell me about Patches.
Oh, let me tell you again, Billy.
That slobbery face?
Oh, can I take her
I can't
messages?
remember her name, Billy. I can't remember her face, Billy.
Are we supposed to just doing the friggin' Grandpa voice from South Park?
Can I take our relationships?
You fool, you may be using icy wind on me, but I have leftovers. All you're doing is preserving my leftovers even more! Ha 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 ha!
So, there are pretty much good and bad things with every Pokemon generation. It's just... Which one do you like the most?
It comes down to like which art style, which soundtrack, and generally which Pokédex and which region exclusives were your favorites.
Which
That's the
in-game-
one that determines your favorite game in the franchise. It's not the story. Like, you can pick, you know, the story and stuff, but stories aren't that big. You can't act as if each game is giving you a sense of freedom in where you go.
No.
Now, honestly, it just comes down to which generation added in the majority of your favorite Pokemon. Which one gave you? Which
Thank
gym
you,
leaders
Dad,
suck?
probably.
Which gyms have stuck with you the longest? It doesn't come down to the challenge. These are meant for kids. They're not supposed to be difficult.
Except Cynthia.
Okay, well, she's a fucking champion. That's the point. She was meant to be challenging. No, man, I want to go fight a final boss who sucks. Which, I mean, I guess you could say with Sword and Shield, but that's not the game's fault. I was able to have, like, a fuck ton of XP candies. So, like, that's actually, I think Sword and Shield might actually be one of my favorites, but just for that reason, because that's the only game which I've gotten close to completing the Pokedex on, and I want to go finish it. I mean, you saw me, I dedicated, like, a day of my life to grinding for a shiny Pokemon, and then I got the Gringle fucker. My shiny Galar Zigzagoon, who is the best girl. Gen 3 might be my favorite generation too, but that's because I grew up with it.
All about that tapping ass, huh?
What?
Tapping ass, like, never mind. Like
that-
all for the shadows.
You're not gonna play that match together. Don't tap your ass card for mana, okay? You gotta save that for later. You gotta save it for when the rooster fights come up. You gotta save it for when you do that cock magic. We were watching South Park before this, so you know, be expected for us to make some weird comments.
Think twice. Counterspell.
I play Mirror Force.
Will I activate Dark Bribe?
I play Pot of Greed. You see, Pot of Greed is truly the strongest card.
I
in all-
activate Magic Jammer.
Damn it.
Discarding Monster Reborn.
Well, you know what I do? I play the legendary forbidden card. Card Hand Destruction. I don't know why that was the only card that came to my mind.
Card Destruction. Hand Destruction or Card Destruction? There's a
One where you have to
difference.
get rid of your entire hand and then draw a new one.
Oh, right. They nerfed it. Hand Destruction originally was supposed to be like a second version of that.
Fuck it, I play Pot of Greed again.
What does
Yeah, I
Pot
wanna-
of Greed do?
It lets me summon another Pot of Greed. And oh yeah, guess what that means? I can summon another Pot of Greed. And now I sacrifice these Pots of Greed so I can summon Jack's Knight. And then what does Jack's Knight do? Oh yes, it lets me summon another Pot of Greed. That's a good video. Have you seen it?
You broke so many rules.
That's how the game's played. Can someone find that video that I'm quoting and send it to us that way Kevin can watch it?
Are you talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Poker Night?
I don't know what it's called. I know there's some
Where
guys.
he literally uses like the second jack and turns it into a royal flush. His hand is a royal
No.
flush.
No, not that video. I've seen that one. You showed that to me. No, it's some guy in VR playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And he just keeps playing it wrong. Now I need to look it up. Hold on. Give me a minute, chat. I need to find it.
Should I?
Yu-Gi-Oh! VR. Hold on. Pot of Greed. Hold on.
What?
Give me a minute. I have to find it. Where is it? I can't find it on YouTube. Dang it. I literally don't know where it is. Oh, if only I knew where it was. It's one of the best videos ever. So I was wanting to make a Yu-Gi-Oh! Live action series, but I'm mostly in the middle of making scripts for episodes as well as a trailer. Too bad you're doing live action. I'd love to play a voice in there. I like, you can have me as a voice. I want to cameo in your thing. Don't, actually. I'm a horrible person. Don't make me do it. I'm a horrible person. I committed one many. Oh! Fuck!
Fuck.
No! So when's Jotaro gonna come in and get revenge?
Nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys.
Nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys! Oh no 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 no! Oh no, it's Poliwag versus Piloswine. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Do you know what's gonna happen?
Deal.
Deal. Deal! Deal! Deal.
Deal.
I play this. And now I activate my trap card. Monster Reborn. And guess what that lets me do? Oh yeah, you called it. I play Pot of Greed again. Seriously, I wish I knew what video that was. That's one of the best videos on the internet. I've only seen it on Twitter. I've never seen it like actually on YouTube. Don't you kill Pilowag. Oh, no, no! No, 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 no! No, 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 no.
Yes, 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 yes. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Yes, yes, yes. No, no, no.
Oh, do you remember that Ruby script that you helped me?
Oh yeah. Well, I say helped. I didn't do much. I just looked over it.
Apparently there was some other YouTuber that went and did their own, like, whole review saying, this is Ruby and why it's disappointing, blah 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 blah.
Oof.
Honestly, kind of a godsend that I didn't do that.
Why did he get completely flamed for it?
No. It's just... Or, I don't think so.
Well, why would you say it's kind of a godsend that it wasn't you? Because when you typically say that, you're implying that something bad happened because of it, and you didn't want that on you. Sartorius from GX and Dio had to say, yeah, I know, that's amazing. Hello, this is the official Pokemon League office. Congratulations on completing another gym challenge. We've updated your account.
Joshokan Zawaldo! Orore Yuki Judai! Zawa.
How about you stop that?
You're not a.
No, go buy new. We can get
Zawaldo!
faster. We're down travel across the sea.
Tokyo what?
Past your keep it right for. The main port is on Route 40. Thank you, and have a berry.
Onore Yuki Judai!
Why are you doing that? Stop doing
No,
that.
that's literally what he does. Like,
You want to credit Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Abridged series, and that's just the whole joke, because that Dio is that Sartorius is just Dio reincarnated in this world.
the card is literally called The World. Zawaldo.
That's just the whole. No, I'm just saying, you want to do it? Just credit Yu-Gi-Oh! The GX the Abridged series, but our whole gag is Sartorius is Dio.
Sartorius is
skip,
Dio.
we just skip season abridging season 1. We just go straight for season 2, and that's our whole gag. It's just Sartorius is Dio. He just keeps calling Aster Phoenix JoJo.
Yes.
And then he sees Jade and
JoJo.
finally stops calling Aster JoJo. He's like,
JoJo.
"Hey, Aster,
JoJo.
I found him.
JoJo.
I found who? JoJo." Like, that's our whole gag. It's just,
JoJo.
we just go to town with the whole Dio thing. Oh, you know, we forgot to do something.
Are we doing Faulkner?
We're saving him for last.
Oh, right.
Remember, there's the whole Red Gyarados thing.
Yeah. In Mahogany.
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 And not just any mahogany.
Especially considering one of Sartorius' cards.
Yeah, Kevin was just talking about that one. Mahogany. 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 So then you ready to go catch the fucking... Somewhere got me for my Pokemon. Darn, my Pokemon's great. What's it, Pokemon? I need to know.
No. But he sounds like Kanye.
I am not a gay fish. I would know if I was gay and if I was a fish. I don't have gills and I like women, so I am not a gay fish. Do you like fish dicks? Yes. You like
Then
to put
you're
fish
gay.
dicks in your mouth? Yes.
Then you're a gay fish.
You're a gay fish. What the fuck? I am not a gay fish. I'm a genius of a generation. I'm telling you, the joke's not that hard, okay? It's easy to understand. No, I'll figure it out. Then he ends the episode quoted to being that he's a gay fish. I'm a motherfucking gay fish. Oh, no. Don't you kill Poliwag. Don't you kill Poliwag. That'd be very bad of you to do that. Poliwag is important. Oh, look, Poliwag killed an Nidorino. You know, we had a Nidoran on this team a long time ago. We named him Burger King. There you go, Rains was so good. I hope that English stuff could be finished. I haven't seen Yu-Gi-Oh! For a while. I think I stopped
I
during,
know.
I was watching Zexal, and then I
Brain's
stopped
got
halfway
like
through.
really awesome like season 2.
Is Yu-Gi-Oh! Available on friggin' Verve and Crunchyroll?
Yes.
I have a Verve account, so I might be able to. So I might just start watching Brains.
Brains is available on Crunchyroll, Verve.
In my opinion, the best season to me at the very least will always be friggin' GX. I know people have problems with it, but I
Mine
hate-
is personally 5Ds, but
like that's what I was gonna follow up with that.
Brains is a close second.
I was gonna say, friggin' 5Ds is why here is the best, but I can't help but just say that friggin' I can't help but just tell myself that GX is the best. I love a lot of the characters, and Jaden's deck is easily just the best thing in the universe.
In my opinion, like, GX set the stage for what came after, but 5Ds is number 1,
Also, people
Brains is number 2, and GX is number 3 in my opinion.
people love to diss on GX for just the whole school
No.
setting, but no, that's kind of the next
That's
natural.
kind of
It's expected
veneer.
after what happened in Yu-Gi-Oh! Classic. That's kind of expected.
Yeah, that was what it was expected to be. But then it turned into torture porn by season 3. How much can we torture our main protagonist before he turns evil and breaks psychotically?
That was one way you could have described it. Not sure if that's how I would have chosen to describe it, but it was definitely a way you chose to describe it there.
I know, right? Like, yeah, brains. It took that place. Like, yeah. Oh yeah, by a mile.
So I guess I need to go see Brains now if it's that good.
It was fucking amazing.
I hope so. You guys keep hyping it up to be this fucking godsend of a
The
season.
summoning mechanic sucks ass, but that was just kind of
What
part
about
of the
Arc
game.
V? How what was
But
that
the
season
story was so fucking good.
like? What was Arc V like? The one that ruined Yu-Gi-Oh! For like a little while until they got rid of Pendulum Summoning.
They literally swapped dimensions. They did some random shit in different dimensions. Random cultures as a consequence of Leo Akaba literally trying to get his daughter back. Who just so happened to split her soul into 4 different dimensions.
So, as someone who never even saw Arc V, this sounds
in order
very
to
weird.
prevent a really evil dude named Zark, who is basically just literally the entertainer that he essentially became mob phenomenon, like mob rule, incarnate.
What's this swimming music we have?
Okay, that's weird.
It
Like, he
sounds-
basically became more and more progressively violent because everybody hyped him up to be this thing, and then it became like this Magic the Gathering Havoc carnival where everybody just murders each other and bullshit.
What was it? Our surfing music is a trading card game pause music.
I respect your right to have an opinion on Arc V or Arc 5's blah blah, but I disagree with that sentiment.
Help me pick music for surfing music now.
Zark kind of was the... Okay. National Park?
We're picking for something that would play while we're swimming. Ooh, this one.
Okay, sorry. Zark was basically the ultimate
Don't spoil RP for
boss
me.
battle. Like, he sucked because he was so OP. Like, his dragons literally come out turn 1, and he murders everybody in turn 3. Like, how the hell?
Come on, Kevin. Let's just have some fun, okay?
No, he literally murdered every single character. Like, straight up. Like, by turn 2.
Don't spoil Arc V for me, I haven't seen it. How did Zexal end, though? I want you to spoil that one for me. Did Zexal end well?
Eh.
Because last thing I knew was Barian Force and all that stuff, and...
The Baryons essentially come to help them, I think. I
So
don't
there was
really
this big
remember what
tournament thing that
Zexal's
Yuma-
whole thing is.
Remember there was this whole... Last thing I remember was there was this big tournament that Yuma entered in, you had to collect heart pieces in order to get to the finals. And then all the
The Heart
while,
Cup.
there was
Yeah.
friggin' aliens going on, and...
I don't remember much other than, like, a
Like, was
few
the numbers...
characters.
Like, was the
That's it.
whole numbers thing still relevant? Because remember back when the
By
show
the
started...
end, no. Like, it was the 99 numbers, then they started evolving it from A to B to Z, or C, and then all
'Cause I
the way
remember
up to, like,
Episode 1, friggin' what's his face?
undoubtedly the worst in my opinion, but still didn't hate it. I mean, it had its moments.
Because, like, my memory of Zexal was... Yeah, this alien guy was, like, Astral, whatever his name was, and he has no memory.
He
and, like,
randomly gets this card from his dad that just so happens to be a card affiliated with this alien's memory that's
No, he had this...
unlocked in
no,
a key,
it was a necklace. He had a necklace from his dad, and inside
which
the...
is literally a key to another dimension.
And all these number cards are related to his guy's memory, and they have to collect them all to get his memory back. And then next thing I knew, you had like 50 of them or whatever, I don't remember. And then there's more numbers that exceed like 100 or whatnot, and
And then it
There's
devolved into
Baryons.
Baryons, essentially, and then it became all revolving around the Baryons. What the hell are the Baryons doing here? Which ones are these? Shark and Rio literally being a part of some ancient alien Baryon prophecy.
It was a very weird.
And I don't remember what the hell happened at the end. Like, can anybody in the chat really remember what the hell happened? Like, other than Baryons essentially just uniting with the good guys for a little bit just to defeat this ultimate evil thing.
Although, you know what the best season of Yu-Gi-Oh is, without a doubt? It's Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0. Because that's before they fleshed out just this one game. It was multiple games. It was basically a horror show.
Yes.
Well, horror series at the time. And I loved that. And it was great that they took some of those games and fleshed them out into, fully
He
fledged
never
things.
was a good protagonist. What the hell are you talking about?
You know he's voiced by, I think it's voiced by Johnny Young Bosch? Or was
Like
it Todd
in the-
Haberkorn? Which one of those two?
In the dub, he's Habercorn,
Okay.
I think.
I just remember, I was looking at one anime voice actor. I think it was Todd Haberkorn or it was Johnny Young Bosch. And I
That
remember
wasn't
seeing
Johnny
Yuma.
Young Bosch.
I just remember seeing Yuma on their list, and I'm like, what are you doing? How could you do this? Do you need money? I will pay you to not do that voice. I hate Yuma. Okay, so we only have 2 gyms left.
Yeah, like, it's Chuck and then Faulkner.
And we were saving Faulkner for last in Johto. And then we're gonna beat him, and then we're gonna go on to Kanto. Because Chase just kept warning us, don't wait until the actual end of the game to beat him. Because then he has legendary birds on his team.
Zexal started, somewhat interestingly, but it fell, so hard because it was supposed to be, living up to expectations. They intentionally subvert every expectation along the way and just basically give a middle finger to the person, that's watching it, the audience. It's not a fun experience, Vrains kind of did the exact opposite. It's like, what if Yu-Gi-Oh! Was actually, the most edgiest fuck thing you've ever seen?
And for once, being edgy was actually good.
And for once, edgy was good. Yes.
Kind of like Season 0, and it being an overly edgy horror show.
An ADD, or no, not ADD,
Bonds
what
Beyond
is it?
Time.
Bonds Beyond Time,
Is
what?
that the movie with the time traveler?
That's Paradox.
You said ADD, and I was like, are we talking about... Is that the acronym for a movie or something?
No,
I don't know.
that's
You don't have to, you're not helping.
EDT. No, I'm trying to flesh out, what Vrains was, its
don't-
plot.
I don't know. I haven't seen Brains, so you're having to explain this to me. Don't say stuff that I don't understand and expect me to know it.
I'm trying to layer it down,
I'm sorry.
he's autistic, the primary character. Playmaker, I'm forgetting what his name is right now.
Maybe after-
Yusaki.
Maybe after I finish Ultraman G, I'll watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Brains. Maybe, I don't know. There's a few more seasons of Ultraman I have next up on my watch list.
Yusaku. I'm trying to remember his name, but blue-haired kid, literally involved in a past trauma, which is called the Lost Incident, which essentially is kids fighting each other in order to get food.
Like kids in the...
Just
friggin-
hooked up to shot callers and forced to duel.
Like what happened in the dark side of dueling in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. With what happened to...
Kind of, yeah.
With what's
That on
his face and
steroids for weeks.
how he hooked up his young brother to the system, Cyrus, to
Yes.
force him to duel him. It's like, if you're gonna duel me, you have to duel my edgy, dark way.
Exactly,
It's
like that.
Big
Only,
Bro. It's like
you
Big Bro.
starve kids for 2.5 weeks doing exactly that. That was the Lost Incident.
Can't talk about how disappointing that guy was, as a character in GX. Or at the very least, the...
Hellkaiser?
Is that his name? Cyrus's brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ryo Marufuji.
I forgot what his name was.
Zane in
Yeah,
the
Zane in
dub.
the dub.
Truesdale is their English.
Yeah, Zane. Because, Season 1 built him up to be this cool guy, but then he loses, half against the Shadow
Yeah.
Riders. And then next thing you know, Jaden, between seasons has to duel him because he's graduating, wants to duel Jaden. And Jaden can't beat him. But then suddenly...
He just starts sucking after being defeated by Aster.
Yeah, suddenly
The
that's...
problem wasn't that he was going to suffer a defeat. The fact was that Aster humiliated him. And then he didn't have the confidence again. That
he
was
lost
the problem.
one duel against Aster. I get it.
It's the fact that he was humiliated, not about losing.
Yeah, if anything, it should have just pissed him off to go
It
fight him.
demoralized him.
Yeah, so I get why he went dark, but like after season 2, he kind of just disappeared though. Like
That's
yeah, he
kind
was
of
barely.
the cool factor. He was a giant douchebag.
Except in season 1, he was a giant douchebag, but wanted to teach people lessons. Season 2, he was just kind of a giant douchebag for the sake of being a giant douchebag.
Yeah.
He
And
lost any bit of enjoyment. Like, there's one thing
he was
when you're...
basic. Like, here's the thing about that. In the GX, they literally split the Kaiba character into 2 different characters. Manjome, for his money, like, and Kaiba's skill was transferred to Madafuji, or Hellkaiser. Essentially, he was the giant douchebag with the really good skills. Come challenge me once you've mastered and gained 10,000 cards and mastered X number of duels. That kind of douchebag, you know?
But he still had... But he still
That
cared
was the
for things.
point.
He had a younger brother he used to care about and stuff. And wanted to teach lessons to. And next thing we know, he's just, I'm a dark edgelord for the sake of being a dark edgelord.
Once he steps out of the pit, like, he's literally a social Darwinist.
Why is that not using no big fancy words?
Basically saying winning is all that matters, and if they can't win, then they're, like, not worth my time. It's kind of like the strong survive, everything eats itself eventually, this is nature, and it's eventually blah blah blah. Like, that was his philosophy. Like, he was a giant D-bag, sure, but a giant D-bag with a point.
Oh, there, laddie. Oh, I'm the fast ferry. Where shall we go to?
I'm not
there
condoning
is-
what
yeah.
Marufuji did in the end. I'm just saying, like, he was cool because he was a giant D-bag for the sake of being a social Darwinist. Like, I mean, good and bad. Like, there's...
The boat music.
Oh. So, I mean, kind of take it with a grain of salt.
Did he say something?
No.
Okay, you just messed with the screen, so I thought something might have happened.
No, just seeing if it patched.
No, the stream will update with itself, okay? So you don't have to worry about that. You ready to fight him?
Yell first? Or
We already
did
yelled.
you already? Yeah. Okay.
Do,
Okay, right. Explaining brains. Yusaku Fujiki, I think his name was.
Yeah, just let me get to brains on my own time.
No,
It
I'm
sounds like
just
you're having
gonna
some-
give you like a general summary. Like, he's an autistic kid that has like trouble communicating with other individuals and is obsessed. He gets into this private school or whatever. After that lost incident or whatever, he tries to get revenge on what he finds out to be the Knights of Noi, a subgroup that was directly affiliated with the lost incident. He partnered with another individual who was searching for answers affiliated with the lost incident and is looking to find out more about the past affiliated. Like, who saved him? Like, what the hell is going on? Like, I want revenge for these fuckers doing this to people. Like, that's morally unethical, and how dare they do this? Like, I mean, good and bad here. Like, all the while, there's this girl or whatever at his high school that just so happens to be the, I guess, stepsister to one of the big chess company guys. Like, his name is Zaizen, who just so happens to be in Soul Technologies. Like, he's a major player. But then he kind of becomes like the dog of the admins because they're giant a-holes. Until he's not. Like, I don't... What? Point is, good, bad, and the ugly. Like,
Big ugly. Have you seen the new reboot of Ben 10?
ugh.
I saw an ad for it because friggin' Kevin in that show built his own version of the Omnitrix and gives all of his alien transformations edgy, dark names.
It's worse than the Nemetrix.
Omnitrix. I mean, Omniverse.
Huh?
What are you talking about?
The Nemetrix. It was literally the anti-Omnitrix that was created as a duplicate for predators of all such members of or species of the Omnitrix.
Which season was that in?
Omniverse.
Yeah, Omniverse just sucked in general, though.
That's fair.
Like, I couldn't finish watching Omniverse because it almost felt like a reboot. They wrote out every previous character, filled it up with new ones, changed the art style.
That
and
was
everything.
intentional.
They killed Ben's previous girlfriend. Well, his relationship with his old girlfriend.
With
because-
Julie.
Yeah, because
He wasn't a very good boyfriend.
he was a good boyfriend, ultimate alien.
Until he wasn't.
You know, you mean until Omniverse happened, they wrote him up, and they just wrote up that he sucked at it.
No, even in Ultimate Alien, he was a bad boyfriend. Like, he just didn't maintain the relationship. It
In
fell
Ultimate-
apart because he just didn't upkeep it, I guess.
Well, so they didn't focus that much on it.
They
'Cause
failed
whatever
to
they did-
account for it, and it essentially died
When
he wasn't looking.
When they brought attention to it in Alien Force and Ultimate Alien, it was basically him having to balance his love life with alien fighting, and the problems that caused. It wasn't that he was a bad boyfriend. It was just when they decided to make episodes showing it, it's that they showed how problematic that his life was with having a relationship. Even though she had a little
Because
alien
it wasn't
thing
intrinsically a part of his law career or whatever, intergalactic law career.
But like in Omniverse, though, do you see their excuse for breaking them up? They just made him look even worse than they did in the past. Okay.
Wait, what was that?
Well, in Omniverse, when they made their reason for him breaking up with Julie was that he was playing video games on the phone with her and couldn't bother to give her the time of day to pause his game.
That's very dumb.
In Alien Force and Ultimate Alien, it was because, oh, I'm fighting aliens, or I have something actually important I'm doing right now. But in Omniverse, it's like, no, I'm totally paying attention. Yeah, sure. Yeah, whatever, let's break up. I don't know. That's fine.
Yeah,
He's not
I
paying
don't.
attention, he sucks.
I don't get that.
And they tried to write
That
it up
wasn't how it was supposed to be.
like, yeah, no, they suck.
The writers literally wanted that to be like the very antithesis of what Ben was, but Cartoon Network intentionally sabotaged the character.
I mean, imagine if the people who worked on Ultimate Alien kept writing for Ben 10 and Omniverse. Probably would have been a better show.
It
But
would have
no,
been,
he's,
but the problem was that they were pressured into creating old Ben personality mapped on top of the new Ben personality,
It was stupid.
which I agree was completely stupid. Ben was a completely different character.
Also, the Omniverse they didn't even have Ultimate Alien access anymore, and that actually sucked. I missed Ultimate Alien.
Yes.
Because friggin' Ultimate Spider Monkey, Ultimate Way Big was awesome. But it's like, nah, we can't do that anymore. This is stupid. It's like, no, that's a fucking thing. They kept changing their frickin' timeline. Like in Ben 10 Classic, they had an original future Ben,
Yes.
and then Ben 10 Ultimate Alien, there was a different future Ben who had access to Ultimate Ben, and that was cool.
That's not.
I thought that was future Ben.
Yes, but an alternate future Ben.
How many alternate future Bens are there?
10,567,853.
Gosh friggin' dang it! Because I thought the one they showed Ultimate Alien was actually his future this time.
No, that's alternate Ben from Alpha Time B73264A.
My head just blows off. Stop making this timeline shit confusing. Can we just settle that at some point Ben has seen his future self?
Yes,
Because in Ben 10 Ultimate Alien, we gotta see his
that's
past
established as fact. Like in Ultimate Alien, with an episode affiliated with Ultimate Ben, quote unquote.
Yeah, that's the episode I was talking about. I was saying that was the episode where he met his future self.
He met a version of his future
Oh
self,
my
which was
fucking
supposed to be the
goodness.
ultimate version.
And then Omniverse happened. so that-
Omniverse happened, and
So now we never get to see the ultimate, true, good, best Ben.
yes. The
But I mean-
problem with that is that there's an infinite number of timelines that could potentially cut. Like, certain timeline events actually occur.
But first, we
We're
need to
talking
talk
about parallel universes.
To answer that, we need to talk about parallel universes.
Think about this
need to
as
jump forward.
multiverse intersecting
Yes.
time travel. There's a physical timeline that's affiliated with our central branch multiverse universe here. Like, this is the trunk of the tree. The prime timeline, where this Ben actually remembers the original future Ben, how much of a buzzkill he was until he got, like, a mood change.
Until he met his younger self and then had a mood change. And decided to stop
Then
being
that
idiots.
younger Ben said, "Hey, this guy's a total buzzkill. I don't want to be this guy."
And then we had Best Ben.
Which just so happened to be an ideal variant of what would have been that future's Ben, or that Ben's future, if and only if the timeline didn't diverge.
And then he built and then old Ben 10,000 built an army of other alternate universe Bens to kill the other alternate universe Ben.
And then everything hit the fan. Yeah.
There's like a million different timeline BS stuff in it. Long story short, it was a good show. But man, I miss it. Remember Secret Saturdays?
Yes.
That spin-off show, which is technically canon to Ben 10,
Yes.
which was like appeared in Omniverse. Because they just had to cash in on that one too. Fuck them.
And Generator Rex.
Oh, Generator Rex was awesome!
Which is also technically affiliated with its multiverse.
Please stop talking about parallel. Please. We need to stop
Parallel
talking-
universes.
Parallel universes. Evan, when I say this, I say this for the best. Mahogany.
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 Mahogany. When everything gets hot and steamy, we have to remind ourselves. Our safe word is mahogany. That's our safe word.
Yeah, no, like, it got really confusing.
King Yella and sex. Mahogany.
The Ben 10 timeline got so confusing. I don't even know what's supposed to be the prime timeline.
No one knows anymore. 'Cause they kept fucking it over.
We're talking multidimensional perturbation theory. Like curved space-time, one universe hitting another, and it's just bisecting its parallel plane, blah blah blah, bullshit. Subset to a conical section, blah blah blah, in space, curved linear space-time where they bisect for a time, and then it just diverges so heavily that it just blah blah blah. Like it's no longer the same timeline. Like what the fuck? That's some Steins Gate ass mother shit. Like right there. How the do you do that? Curvilinear non-multiform variants of space-time mapping on top of each other for a slight duration. Like we're talking like time-space bubbles, but not like what the fuck?
No, all I basically want to do is later tonight, I'm just gonna watch Ben 10 Alien Force. Because that's available on HBO. A lot of Cartoon Network shows are. I mean, Alien Force and Ultimate Alien were truly where Ben 10 peaked. And now they just keep ruining it.
They kept ruining it. Yeah.
I feel like they should have just ended it at Ultimate
After
Alien.
Ultimate Alien, yes.
But then they introduced the final true Omnitrix, and it was like, oh yes, we're gonna be into another season. It's
God
okay.
damn it.
And they just kept ruining it. Knowingly. Like, it was truly a good conclusion. They killed the true original villain, Vilgax, like, for good this time.
They hoped to be the final time.
I mean, yeah. And then,
Bright side, though, like, I mean, Time War.
They did so many cool things, and next thing we know, they fucked it all up.
literally Professor Paradox, who was voiced by Ducky from NCIS, literally does the Time War. Like, he's literally Doctor Who in this.
There's all kinds of stupid episodes in Omniverse. Like that time.
What's with the steampunk makeover, though?
I don't know. They did a makeover for everyone.
His
Gwen has
prom-
short hair, freckles, and glasses now. Kevin looks like an edged lord.
That's not entirely their fault, though. The universe was destroyed, so Ben had to recreate it.
Yeah, except by the end of Ultimate Alien, it still looked the same.
That's true. He tried to maintain continuity, but in fact, he ultimately screwed it over.
No, by the end of Ultimate Alien, everything looked fine, and then they got new art directors, and they said, okay, no, we're in charge of the show, we're the one who designs the characters.
How many
Okay.
times have the universe how many times has the universe been destroyed and recreated by celestial sapiens?
Once.
You know of.
In Omniverse.
Effectively in Omniverse, we got a glimpse into how many times the universe has been destroyed and
Once.
recreated.
Once. And you wanna know what happened? The only change Ben made was actually changing the
The
logo
taste
of
of
Mr.
Smoothie.
Slurpee. No, not the taste, the
Mr. Smoothie.
logo of it.
No, it was the taste of Mr. Smoothie.
No, he said it was the logo, because originally it was a regular face, and then when he rebooted the universe, it had a funny face.
No, it didn't taste quite the same.
Omniverse was stupid.
Yes, it was.
Fucking Alakazam being a piece of shit for his dynamic punch. Alakazam, wait the fuck up. Recover. Recover, you piece of crap. We have free healthcare in this town for a reason.
Point is, there was good and bad with the original ending of like the Ben 10 series, like Ultimate Alien on. But the reboot just made it way worse, in my opinion.
Ultimate Alien even opened up with a cool plot, which involved which ended with a cool new version of Kevin 11
Yeah.
using the Omnitrix to turn evil. Big question. And that time when he did that, why didn't he just use previous Ben's Omnitrix? He still would have been powerful to defeat the main antagonist. And then when he went evil, as expected, Ben would have been strong enough to beat him this time.
Because he wanted the better rig.
Yeah, but he still would have been strong enough to beat him with the old Omnitrix. What the difference
Regardless.
would be,
It's just that he would have had the ability to control it, right?
he wouldn't have been in control either way. So when he inevitably turned evil,
If he used the techniques that he was taught by his former mentor, he would have been able to unlock his own ability. Like, the shape-shifting ability has been proven to be as a consequence of learning from his former mentor in the Null Void. If he just used that, like, he would have been fine.
I'm just saying, if he used young Ben's Omnitrix as opposed to modern Ben's Omnitrix,
Yes.
then when he went evil, modern Ben would have been strong enough to defeat him.
Yes.
Because he would have been using the outdated inferior aliens, which still would have been enough to stop the main antagonist guy, whose name I forgot.
Agrigor.
That was his name. I just remember he didn't have a shirt and wore a trench coat everywhere. Why we still have Donphin on the team? We don't even use this guy. I think it was just because he was a high level.
He was.
Oh, he did.
He did.
Oh, he did. So I probably should have started this. We're only on the second Pokemon. It's all because Dynamic Punch killed us.
Hypnosis?
Bro, that shit ain't gonna work. Watch this fucking shit. He keeps using Dynamic Punch. Oh, 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 oh,
Oh.
oh. No, Nautilus is missing. Like someone
It's
you know
11 levels
has been
behind.
missing.
I think he's
I
gonna
don't
get
think
killed.
I know we're not gonna win. I'm just throwing it. Oh my
Damn it.
goodness. I'm just throwing shit at a fan and seeing what sticks. Alright, hello? Hey, what's going on? Alright, Nautilus missing. I need your help. Well, I can't. I'm buying clothes. Well, alright, we gotta
Why are
get
you
over here.
buying clothes at the soap store?
Fucking way to jump to the punchline. You gotta do the entire bit, but no. You're all getting screwed over. You're dead. You're done. Get out to the bathroom. You're grounded. Go back to clown school. Learn your comedy punchline.
Nunnally's missing. Yeah, buddy. Nunnally's missing. I need you to help. I can't. I'm buying clothes. Where? The soup.
Hurry up and get over
Just
here.
soup.
What do you mean
What
there's
do you
only
mean
soup?
there's only soup? I mean, there's only soup.
Good. Then go to the
The
next
next
aisle.
aisle.
Or
There's
you
more
don't-
soup. What do you
Yes.
mean there's more
You
soup?
have to attempt the
Just
voices.
soup. What store are you in?
I'm at soup.
What store are you in?
I'm at the soup store.
Why are you buying clothes at the soup store?
You. Don't worry. We have the high ground, as you know. Whoever has high ground wins.
I have the high ground. Okay.
Okay. Well, holy shit, Chinese checkers shot next game, and nothing you can do to stop me. So I'm done some Japanese allies.
Cookman was great.
And of course, how could we could forget Digiman's The Adventure 2? Well, Davis Grimshaw, what brings you to the digital world? I'm here to finish my machine. What does this machine do? That's simple. You see, you put your hardboards here, catch a lens of straps, and BAM! Some of that action. It's designed to cure racism by turning everyone gay. No, can you, simpleton? I never planned to destroy anime. My goals are far superior. The double erection. No, you madman. The what? The double erection. This may be oversimplifying it, but in all accounted fictional history, there's never been an occasion of two people getting an erection at the same time. And now with all of you, I'll be able to take over. I'll be able to destroy you all and the world. Hold. Yeah, it's great players that sounds. You don't even have enough people to do it. Kyrie and Yoli are women. And what's his face? Probably doesn't count because he's only 12. You all forgot something. Davis has a wiener. Yeah, he's not up here, jackass. Yeah, I'm over here. What? How? I use this. Here's the inside of my jacket to wiggle free. Yeah, they need to be sticky. Oh, friggin'. That was good video. No, it wasn't, but I mean, it's a lot up to it all the same. Yeah, I use the inside of my jacket to wiggle free. Oh, we lost the gym battle. Unless, oh my gosh, Jolene. Jolene! Well, Jolene's dead. Jojo! Jojo.
Yeah. Arrivederci!
What was that?
Part 6.
I haven't seen part 6.
Italian Mobsters.
I haven't seen part 6. That's part 5.
Uh,
Part 5 took place in Italy. Get your friggin' wait, why is Chuckle?
because Shuckle.
His name is Chuckle.
It's Shuckle. Don't question the shucks.
Oh my goodness. Are we gonna
Uh-oh.
survive? Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Do we have any healing items?
That's a good no.
Hard no. Dang, if Jolene would have freaking won this battle, this would have been amazing. Oh my goodness, Jolene won!
Oh, wow.
Chuckle. She
She
Chuckle
pulled it
and
off.
Chuckle. Why did
She shucked the shuck. Oh my god.
She beat the Chuckle. She fucked with the Chuckle.
She fuckled the shuckle. Oh my god.
She would have ordered her way into victory. We went from Jotaro's theme to Giorno's theme.
Huh?
We went from Jotaro's theme to Giorno's. Well, you know what this means. There's only one gym left for us to fight.
Faulkner.
Faulkner. So we barely got through that last one. But do we go attempt it anyways? Or do we stop and try and find another day to do this and have me grind until then?
Grind?
So we want to stream here?
Yep. Okay.
On some Ben 10 and stream. Cause yeah, we have
It's
10.
almost till 4, so...
We're gonna like watch one
episode?
Yeah, we're watching one episode of Ben 10. So we're gonna see y'all next time. Meantime, we're gonna watch some Ben 10 because we were talking about that.
See you guys.
See y'all in the next time. Kevin, your final words before I kill you for war crimes.
Don't do drugs.
Unless it's steroids.
In which case, do lots